Hey everybody, it's Neil from Growloween. I just wanted to talk today about a story I heard on the CBC. I'm an avid CBC listener and news radio kind of listener guy, and one of the stories they had recently was about this fish problem that they've had on the East Coast, and I believe it was a fish farm in Newfoundland, that in August got too hot and they had a die-off of all of their fish. And that was something around 2 million or more fish all died in their fish pens, and then they left them for months to rot, and the neighbors and everybody in the area were complaining about the smell and the amount of fat that was floating on the ocean from these millions of rotting salmon. And so I'm listening to the story and I'm thinking, that's just terrible. What a terrible way to feed, to treat your crop of these actual living animals. I mean, right? And so they didn't report it correctly. There's all these things about the story, and there's these rotting fish since August, and what are we, middle of October, and they're now cleaning it up, and they've said they're probably done by now. But the fish sat there in the ocean, in the pens, millions of them, for months, rotting. And that, of course, the concerns in the area and all that good stuff. And so I'm listening to this and I'm like, that's terrible, that's horrible. And then they finish off the thing saying that they've cleaned it up. They're really happy about that, and they're going to process the fish for dog food. Months in the ocean, rotting. Going to process the fish for dog food. So, what that means is they're going to take that fish, it's going to go to a rendering facility. If there's a rendering facility, it's going to extract the fat from the protein, and the protein is going to become fish meal, and the fat is going to become dog food fish oil. And so the problem with that is, if you don't see the problem already, I certainly see it, is that when things like that go bad, whether it be a grain like a corn or a wheat or a soy, and it starts to rot and it end up with mycotoxins, which are fungal toxins, or a meat where you end up with bacteria growth, putricidal, nastiness. Those toxins are formed, and when we cook those foods, that may kill the bacteria, but it doesn't kill the toxin, because the toxin is a chemical that's formed through putrefaction. And so those toxins are still in that food, are still in that protein, are still in that fish meal. And so because they say on a label dog food or cat food, and it's feed, and it's feed grade, it's not food grade. There's a difference there, and so food grade means that things haven't rotted. The food grade means that they're not loaded with mycotoxins or aflatoxins. And ultimately, what we do is we take these foods and then they end up in pet food, and it was so bad to me how accepting the reporter was that these millions of fish were going to become pet food. It's terrible. That shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be pet food. And so what I'm saying is, because stuff like that happens in the industry every single day, we won't sell kibble. And so the foods we start with, the foods we have, all of the raw foods, the first question we ask of all of them is, are you starting with fit for human consumption meats? Right? So they're not condemned meats. They're not meats of animals who died other than by slaughter. So they didn't die in the field, they didn't rot in the field, they're not euthanized, so on and so forth. That's really common in kibble companies. That's not something we would tolerate from any raw food company. And so we'll throw a raw food company right out of our store if anything like that is happening. I'd have no compunction to pitch any one of these guys should I find out they're using animals killed other than by slaughter. And so I would prefer that we treat our farmed animals with respect but we need them, and they have a job within our society. But this whole just letting them rot in fish pens for months and then letting them become pet food, I'm sorry, I can't tolerate that. I won't bring that in my store. I know that we have people who love us for the stance that we take, and I know that we have people who dislike us for the stance we take. But that's the stance we take. We will not sell those foods in our store. They don't meet with our values, and there's no way I'm feeding those toxins to my dog. Okay, done with the negativity. Let's talk about what we do. So one of the things we're doing this month is Growloween. We're really excited. Don't hesitate to come by on the Thursday that is Halloween, and we will be having our photo booth. It looks like a giant iPhone, and you get a picture to take home, and you also end up, you could text it to yourself so you can share it with family. We do our best to make it a fun occasion. We give away full-size chocolate bars while supplies last. We have lots of treats for the dogs given by companies like Yappetizers and Boss Dog and, oh, who else? Hold on, I got a list. Haha. See, I actually wrote something down. Yappetizers, Pets Go Raw, Boss Dog, Iron Will Raw, Puppy Love. We have a whole bunch of stuff from vendors that we work with to give away. Even Little Beast has given us stuff to give away on Growloween. So make sure to come in and for your chance to try some new stuff, get some treats for your dogs. If you know any trick-or-treaters, we do full-size chocolate bars, or just come by and pick up a chocolate bar for yourself. You don't have to be in costume, I promise. We won't make you do a trick or a treat. We're here to provide. And say thanks just for supporting our little business. And so the freezer giveaway is happening on that day. We will have a bunch of other prizes as well. And the freezer giveaway is, oh, I'm terrible at these controls. There it is there, that's the freezer. It is Iron Will Raw, who will be in the freezer this time. Iron Will is a fantastic company out of Ontario, trying to do things right. Loving what Matt's up to. Great recipes, fantastic veggies, lots of greens. It's only 5% of the product in the veggie mix. The draws are filling up. Make sure to come on in. We have runner-up prizes, and of course the decorations are out. So come on by on Growloween and let us know what you think. Now, I like to finish my videos to remind people that there is more parking around back. Don't hesitate to ask us to show you where the parking is. We're happy to do so. There's lots of parking, and I know that with all this construction and hundreds of people moving into the neighborhood, that parking can be a challenge. So ask us, and we'll show you where the good parking is. We do deliver. We'll bring it right to you. Next day delivery service. Pay at the door, credit or debit, and of course we have a $5 delivery fee. That just helps cover the cost of my delivery guy plus fuel. And then find us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Let's see if you can help me get those up higher to help share our message. Share our, just let us know so that we can let our community know the values that we carry and why we do what we do. I want to say thank you, everybody.